Low. Ayun, that's better. Yes. So, mic test ulit, mic test. Ayan na. Naayos ko na sa stream. Okay, so finally, 6 minutes in, we're ready to go. So, thank you guys for patiently waiting. Lahat na ba ay nasa Hangout?
Yes.
Okay, may slight echo na naman ako. So,
Ako yun.
okay. Yeah. Okay, ayos please. Please.
Owning up to his.
Yeah. All right. So I can see your awesome faces here.
And Karen's bird.
Yeah.
And Karen's bird. Okay.
Next session na ako babalik sa, pag medyo nag-stable na uli internet namin.
Akala ko,
Pero nakikita mo kami.
Kita ko naman kayo.
sasabihin ko sana, you didn't have to switch to fiber for us.
Wah, wah. Wah, wah.
Didn't have to. Okay. Okay, so what's happening? Wala pa akong notes. Oh my goodness. Asan yung, just bringing up my notes, guys. And, opening the module. Hopefully no one dies tonight.
Let's see.
Oh, I mean, no one in the party.
Why would you say that? It's like you're cursing us. You're dooming us to fail.
I mean, all men must die. Eventually.
All men.
Okay, so, all right. So, sige, unmute mo na ng RC pag meron kang dialogue. And then, sige. So, let's start. So, just a very quick recap. You woke, so, just, so welcome to episode number 10. 10th episode of the campaign titled A Wolf in Shipmate's Clothing. So yeah, I wonder kung ano yung streak ko ng episode titles na may pag. Although I can maintain it. Anyway, so just a recap. It was just you guys woke up to your only your sixth morning in the Valley of Barovia. And it was only yesterday when you woke up sa Blue Water Inn and decided to pursue the Wizard of Wine's winery and to go there, that someone mounts for you, and nag-appear ay several undead horses in various stages of decay. And then, you rode said serviceable horses through town, and you, I didn't mention it, but you actually attracted quite a crowd of people, like gawking at these riders of undead horses moving through town. And then, so it's day 6, and based on you would know that. So yeah, you left the Vallaki and then battled some druids, and then spent the night sa Wizard of Winery, and you woke up the next morning. So tomorrow is actually the Festival of the Blazing Sun. So just to note sa inyong to note sa timeline. And you're currently in the Wizard of Winery. You woke up na to find that Alona is missing, but her clothes and armor are there. I guess she would have removed her armor before sleeping, right? It's silly.
Yeah. Yes.
To keep the armor on. So at least the armor is not destroyed. So it's intact. But her clothes are in several pieces near where she would have went to bed last night. And before you can get your wits about you, there's some commotion coming out of the room, and the female daughter of
Female
Vivian.
daughter.
Yeah, the female child of Vivian Martikov, si Stefania, barged into the room and frantically looking for her baby. There's so many V's in their names. Frantically looking for her baby named Volanda, who remember was kind of had an interest kay Alona, and they kind of shared an awkward moment the night before. Na the baby wanted to play with Alona, and Alona kind of booked her on the nose. It was a tender moment. And then it turns out both of them are gone. And she kind of saw the remnants of Alona's clothes, smelled it, and told you, why didn't you tell her that one of you was a werewolf? So that's where we pick up, guys. So in the room are what do you do? In your
First off, let me roll my 2 portents. I'm so sorry. I forgot. Almost forgot.
Sure.
Okay.
Oh, good
Five.
spread.
5 and 17. Okay.
I'll tell the group na if you want the wine winery to work, I can cast an 8-hour spell to plant growth this year. But I think we have to look for Alona first.
Yeah, if you cast, 8 hours from now would be nighttime na.
The whole day na.
Yeah, that would take the whole day. Medyo maaga magdilim sa Barovia. As you would expect from a depressing land such as this one. But you can certainly try that. Take you 8 hours to see what happens. And to cast an 8-hour spell, you have to be maintaining concentration for every second of that 8 hours.
Yeah.
My advice to maybe let's try that later, but yes, you're correct. We do need to find Alona. That is our top priority for now. Lucian will try to recall. If Lucian were Jewish, I'm sorry if anyone else, If Lucian were Jewish and sorry to the Jewish people who wants to watch, he'll be probably saying oy vey right now. So Lucian will try to remember what he knows about werewolves. What role do I do, DM?
History or religion?
Okay. General information lang, racking his brains about what he knows about werewolves that could probably help. History or religion? I will go for history. Because that's it. Okay! Nice.
Ay, medyo may lag ako. 22, all right. You read a book about these werewolves, and you actually recall the author was someone named Rudolf van Richten wrote this book about werewolves.
Okay.
Rudolf van- And yeah, it deals with like they're cursed. There's a chance that they can transfer the curse when they bite a humanoid, and that humanoid will then, as far as he can tell, as far as he knows, will involuntarily turn into a werewolf in the next whenever there's a full moon, against their will.
Okay.
But with that roll, with that you rolled so well that I have you actually remembered some curious thing about, like, the werewolves who seem to be able to change form at will. They kind of are very malevolent. At the same it seems, and from what he's cursed individuals he's encountered and tracked parang was able to study from afar. It seems that over time these individuals eventually kind of lose their original personality. Parang may drastic personality change that kind of they become very uh, you know, malevolent and cruel creatures until there's no like you can no longer tell it was them, and all they cared for was their pack. So parang may degradation of the person until they become a complete werewolf, quote unquote. Upon which time they can change forms at will.
Ah, I see. Were in the book, was there anything there that says that what is there anything in the book that says that how a werewolf can be turned back into a person? Oh,
With that, with that roll, yeah. Pero from this, actually, he made a note of this that uh, he's always known the standard cleric repertoire would contain like a remove curse spell, which should be able to deal with this curse. But he's heard of cases of werewolves coming from a particular parang and he's tracked these. Si Rudolf Vadrichten is a parang monster hunter. Parang si what's his ano?
Van Helsing.
Parang si Van Helsing, yeah.
Okay.
And he by the time he published this book, he made a comment about this a couple of cases where the remove curse didn't work, and this were from he tracked down these cases, and these seem to come from the area of the forest near Daggerford. That's
I'll ask Lucien, do you think Alona's eaten the baby? Whoa.
you asked this in front of the mom.
I
Huh?
will
Kasi
I will
he's doing a Kuya Kim already, di ba? Based on what you read, please.
Oh, wait, is Lucian kind of telling all of this to how much of
Yes.
this? All of it,
Except the last part. Except the last part, ano. Lucian is telling all of it to the party and the mother, except the part where, ano, except for the, ano, degradation of the person thing.
All right. After you think werewolves eat baby, or do they just play with them?
Go na! Lucian muna doon.
At this, the Stefania fails at your words, and she looks around the room and says, please find her, please find my baby. And she kind of backs away and runs out of the room and screams for the other Adrian, Orwin.
Okay.
So you're now alone in the room. What do you do?
Pretty smooth going there, Guda.
What? It was an honest question.
Yes, but Lucian says, not the type of question you should ask Not I don't think that's the type of question you should ask in
Oh, by
front
the
of
way,
other.
everyone except for Alamid make a constitution save. Alona, you're also exempted because werewolf.
Ah. Okay.
Okay.
What? Kasi werewolf ka siya?
Yeah, the perks of being a werewolf.
Si Alamid?
Hindi,
Si,
si Alona.
Alona.
Alamid is exempted kasi hindi siya kumain ng pie.
Oh my God. Okay.
Parang drugs pala yan, no?
Masaya naman ito.
The more you eat, the more you crave for
Oh
it.
crap.
Wow, okay.
Fail.
Ano ito? Constitution.
Constitution, yeah.
So much fail.
So much failing.
Alright. Gauda.
Baksa kayo lahat.
Yeah.
9. Gerald rolled 7. Alright. So, question, sino pang may pie sa inyong tatlo?
I think ako may isa na lang.
Ako
Double
wala.
checking.
Pero kahapon pa ako wala.
Last one.
Last one.
Please hold. Ah.
Wait, si Joyce, si Alona may pie pa?
Meron, but it's
It's
not with
Vallaki
me.
still
Yeah.
there,
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's her pack is there.
Okay. Si slowly ginagapan ko na yung bag ni
Yeah. You don't even have to roll to find it. Your sense of smell is attuned to the sense of smell of this pie. You easily locate it and wolf it down. Same for you. Actually don't realize, Gerard and Lucien, as you're having this conversation about where Lona is, you've noticed you're eating pie
Oh, there you go.
and you finish it. So nice. You get a +1 luck roll for the rest of the day. So try to remember that. Kasi last walang gumamit sa inyo last time.
+1?
The isang luck roll.
One luck roll.
So after you make any roll, you can use this point to re-roll the d20 once.
Reroll. Okay.
All right. So what do you do?
Lucian turns to the party and says, well, I believe that locating Alona should now be our top priority. We should, don't you, do you agree? Do you agree? Lucian turns to, because Lucian turns to, Gerard, because we were on the tail of Gideon. So, I believe that
I'll try to find clues within the room on the general direction and when she went. Like, is there marks on the window if she jumped over the window? Or
Make an investigation.
scratches and stuff, she turned into a werewolf. Or did she open the door properly and went down the stairs properly?
Okay. And I will ask the patriarch, Davian, if he knows anything about. He probably knows, but I will ask him if he knows anything about werewolves. Aside from the one that I remember reading, Lucian remembers reading from Van Richten's book.
Okay. So to make things quick, you have a conversation with Divian. He tells you things you already know, except that he says there's a pack of werewolves somewhere who calls Barovia their home. Doesn't know exactly where, but yeah, they know to kind of keep an eye out for them. They're one of the creatures here in Barovia.
Oh, okay.
And they have a pack.
A pack. Ooh,
Okay.
great. So, according to the book, there's a pack near Forest of Daggerford.
Yeah, Daggerford is where you were, yung town where you all started the campaign.
Wow! Okay. Sige. But, sige, Lucian will wait for Guda's investigation.
Okay, nag-roll na ba si Guda?
Anong roll ko? Investigation.
Investigation.
Alright.
While he's doing that, sabihin ko, kausapin ko si Alamid. Good people. They didn't even wait to ask. They didn't even wait to hear my reply.
Teka, ano yun?
I agree, Gerard.
Ayan.
I don't get it. Hindi ko narinig. Ano yun?
Hindi ko rin narinig, sorry.
Such rude people. They didn't even wait for my reply.
English is different. Pwede na rin siya.
Ayun, so anyway. Napalik naman niya sa room. Sorry, what? Pero yun, so basically, ngarag solution. Pero ngayon nakabalik na siya sa room. Parang, what do we do next?
Okay, for with that investigation roll, Goda, you're able to kind of tawag doon, deduce na yeah, she transformed within the room, but she was able to actually she must have opened the door. And you follow her, you use your turtle nose to kind of smell her clothes and follow the scent of Wolf, and it goes into the general direction of the baby's room. And then there's an open window.
Okay. I'll ask everybody kung meron ba silang alam na object na Alona was wearing or the child was wearing.
Merong ano, doon sa crib ng baby, merong mga kumot.
Na probably nasa kanila pa rin ngayon. Like amulet, trinket, necklace, bracelet.
No, the baby doesn't wear jewelry.
Nakita ko ba man lang yung damit ng baby?
Wala siyang nakabalot lang siya ng ano eh, ng tawag doon, towel or whatever yung wrap, linen stuff. Hindi pa siya old enough to actually have her own clothes. Parang nabalot lang siya in baby wraps.
Okay. Kausapin ko yung roommate ni Joyce. Anong pangalan nun? Yung kasama natin, si Rina. Rina ba yun?
Irina, yeah. Very nice with you.
So, Rina, do you know anything that Alona might be wearing up to now?
Well, if she...
Yeah, I have a locate object spell. This spell can say where they are if I just know an object that we are currently holding.
Well, with your investigation roll, you saw na everything Alona was wearing. But,
Even the trinket?
no, yung clothes lang niya yung nasa...
Kaya nga, I am still wearing the trinket. Pero, yes, I don't think...
How about her holy symbol?
Ano?
Saan nakalagay yung holy symbol ni Alona? Was it a necklace?
Hindi. Nasa shield yung holy symbol eh. Yung trinket ko yung necklace. Pero, for sure, hindi alam ni Gauda yun. Si Gerard baka alam, pero si Gauda hindi niya alam yun. Kasi nakatago yun sa loob ng armor ko eh. So unless maalala ni Gerard.
Ito na lang.
In old-fashioned way then.
Gauda, make a perception check at disadvantage.
Okay.
If you roll high enough, I would say na you caught a glimpse of the necklace during one of your...
And then we're not friends anymore.
Wala.
No, not high.
I'll try to roll. Perception?
No, yung ano is...
Kaya naman yung spellcaster, yung
kailangan
miracle.
Kailangan yung...
Okay.
I think the one who's familiar with it.
I'll click the spell. Yung mabasa na iba.
Object that is familiar to you. As long as you have seen it up close, within 30 feet, at least once.
So kay Gauda, how about the baby rats?
Pero alternatively, the spell can locate the nearest object of a particular kind, such as a certain kind of apparel, jewelry, furniture, tool, or weapon.
Yung baby wraps, hindi mo ba nakita yung damit ng baby?
Locate animals, bastos.
So it might work if you describe the kind of jewelry. It's a specific particular kind of jewelry. Parang how many turtle shell necklaces could there be in Barovia right now? Might be worth a try.
Probably just that.
How about yung baby clothes? Naka-towel ba sa yung baby? A certain violet knitted smelly towel,
You
baby.
inspect the crib and you cross-check with the parents and you find out na all the towels are accounted for. It's there. If she took the baby, she only took the baby.
Okay.
Gerard, roll a history check.
And by this time you would have there's
Sorry.
there's like bipedal paw prints on the floor, faint on the wooden floor, leading to the crib, and then away from the crib, going towards the window.
Tara, let's follow.
So, are you casting the spell?
Wala akong ano eh. Anong object ko na pwede kong gawing...
Sabi, look at the second paragraph. Alternatively, the spell can locate the nearest object of a particular kind, such as a certain kind of apparel, jewelry, furniture, tool, or weapon.
Ano, may mag-describe sa akin ng amulet ni ano? Ni Joyce? Ay, ni Alona. Sorry. So, I question everybody. Do you know any necklace, jewelry, or that Alona might be wearing that I can locate? Anybody remember anything?
Any hidden piercings?
I don't know. Would you wait for my answer?
Ano yun?
I don't know. Would you wait for my answer?
Nagtatampo si Gerard.
Nag-iibaw na.
Yeah, sorry.
Meron ba kayo na anything na ano ni Alona?
I would have probably shown him the necklace
Yeah,
a long time ago.
yung turtle shell, di ba?
Oh, yes.
Okay, I can cast that spell. Kung madi-describe niya yung tortoise necklace, I can cast the spell.
Kung gusto niya i-describe. Nagtatantrum si Gerard.
I-describe mo ba?
Yep, describe ko.
No, I'm casting locate object.
Okay, one action, cast it. Within the immediate vicinity, you don't get any... You are here, by the way. And I calculated na
General direction, wala pa rin.
ang isang hex na to one of these hexes is 1,320 feet.
What?
Quarter of a mile. Quarter of a mile ang isang hex. So if it's probably out of range. So you can
Okay.
it's probably out of range from where you are, which is inside the house.
Okay. I tell everybody na
But you have 10 minutes.
yeah, it's too far from where we are. We better stop. We better start following some tracks.
What do you do?
Follow the tracks.
So labas kayo ng winery to locate yung tracks. Is anybody trained in survival in the group?
Ako, I think I am. Meron naman siya.
Jack of all trades pero
Yes, ano ko, proficient.
I am.
Yoda is proficient with survival checks.
Okay. Sige, yung
I am too.
sure, roll your
Roll.
survival. I'll let Gerard roll. I'll jack of all trades. You kind of spread out into a group.
Si Alamid daw, ano rin.
Sige, roll ka rin, alamin. Baka maka natural 20. Click it. Pero, nag-click ka na, no? Hindi pa nasasend.
Ano yun?
Oo.
Baka may delayed reaction lang.
20 clicks in one.
Ang bagal.
Oh no. Bakit ganun? Naka-fiber ka naman, di ba?
Yep. Oo.
Nice.
Ano kayo meron? Ba't yan bagal sa akin?
So, it's survival. Ako na lang mag-click. Kaya naman yan. Okay. So, that's a 7 for alamin. So, with the 20, yeah, it takes you just under a minute of searching when Gerard calls your attention to a set of prints heading out to the northwest. This one heading out here in this direction. What do you do? Papunta doon yung prints. Ayun na, 13. Ano yun? Ano ba?
Okay, let's suit up.
Okay, can I get a marching order from you guys?
Go the first.
Go the first. Who's next?
Oh, yun na yun.
Gauda, paano kayo sinong nasa likod? Nasa gitna. Gauda is up front.
sino yung mga kasama namin?
I'll stay at the back.
Second to the left.
So Gauda, Lucien, nasa likod si Alamid. Irina is coming. She'll be at the middle with Lucien.
Sa likod ako ni Gauda.
Okay. Okay. All right. So you march on towards this kind of patch of forest. So let's switch over to Alona. Alona, the first thing you notice, you wake up in the middle of like under a canopy of trees. And the first thing you notice is you're naked. Except for your necklace. And the second thing you notice is your mouth is may something on your mouth.
Ah!
What?
There's something on your mouth. And you kind of It's parang a flaky substance. And it's
What is it?
dried blood.
Well, there you go.
Dried blood?
You ate the baby.
I look around. What do I see aside from the canopy of trees?
You see. Make a perception check.
A what?
Make a perception check.
Perception.
Okay. You don't see it at first. Parang looking out, all you see is trees. You kind of stand up, but you smell something.
Oh,
You have
which-
advantage on perception checks
Ah.
with smell.
talaga.
So
Because we're-
for smelling, you get the 24,
Uh-huh.
and you smell more of this same kind of blood
Uh-huh.
on the forest floor, hidden amongst parang twigs and leaves. Parang there's like drops of it, and actually you can see paw prints
Okay.
stepping on the blood, and
I
you can see
follow the blood trail.
the paw prints are kind of bipedal, and they lead to where you are. You woke up, the spot where you woke up.
Okay. And it ends there.
It ends there. Yeah.
Okay. Can I follow the prints going back? See where
Sure.
they come?
So you follow the paw prints and the blood, and after a couple of minutes through the forest, you follow it to a corpse.
What kind of corpse?
So it's kind of hard to tell because it's mostly eaten.
Is it humanoid?
Yeah, you move closer to inspect.
Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of smallish. From afar, you can see that it's not like a. It's definitely like a man or a woman. It's kind of smaller than them. So you move closer to inspect, and as you do, you kind of you have flashbacks of the baby from last night.
So would I know if I ate the baby?
Now that you kind of have you have wisps of a dream that you had last night about how much you hate humans and how kind of how weird, and you hate the way na medyo parang in a little way nakitaan ka dun sa baby. You hate that baby, it's so cute. Nakagigil siya. As you move closer to the corpse, and you heart pounding in your chest, and you realize that, how do I say this? It's a goat.
It's a goat?
It's a goat's corpse. It's barely noticeable because it's been like mangled and chewed and whatever. Pero it's definitely not a baby.
Do I have tops of goat fur between my teeth?
Probably.
Okay.
You're relieved, and then you hear a ka ka coming from above the trees, in the canopy of the trees.
Okay.
You look up and you see this raven perched on a branch, kind of wobbly, perched on a branch, and it flies towards you.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see, it lands on your shoulder, and that's when you realize it's kind of small for a raven,
Okay.
maybe young for a raven, and it continues to ka at you, and then it kind of from your naked shoulder, it hops down to your down your arm,
Mm-hmm.
papunta sa wrist mo, and you kind of instinctively hold your wrist up like that.
Okay.
Then you blink, and then it's a baby.
So I'm holding a baby now?
No, you make a dexterity saving throw.
What the?
crap.
What?
As the raven is suddenly a baby.
Do I have advantage?
Uh, oh,
The
so
baby has no brain damage.
didn't eat the baby.
You haven't eaten it yet.
Teka, wait lang.
The DM ran away.
Okay, it's over na ba? 8:30.
2 campaigns, I still kill kids.
Do you want to watch next? So, what happened at
The
8:30?
street lives.
Let's look at the bright side. At least it's not eaten.
I did not eat her. I'm gonna drop her in the ground anyway.
Okay, wait.
Might as well have killed her.
Wait lang. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah, with the baby and hindi niya kinain pero nahulog niya.
Oh my god.
No, what happens is the baby kind of slips. For example, you kind of what Raven baby, and you kind of you can kind of dive so that the dive on a roll so that the baby you can prevent the baby from hitting the floor.
I will do that.
Okay, so you would it's kind of you kind of hit your head to on a rock to do this. But the good news is the damage reduced by half because werewolf.
Oh.
So you only take 2 points of damage.
Okay,
You have-
question. Did I recover my hit points?
Yes, you recover all your hit points and all your spell slots, pero hindi ka nakapag-change ng spells.
Okay. So -2. Alright.
So -2. And you're able to not drop the baby. Good thing you rolled above 5.
Okay.
So, or else, yeah. So you now have it's definitely is baby Volanda.
Okay.
Who you met last night. What do you do?
Shit. Where am I?
It's
Oh no.
it's now giggling at you.
Shh. Is she dirty? Is there any nearby water or running water or
Okay, make a survival check. Look for like
survival check?
fire.
Damn.
Takes you a while. As you're looking, the baby seems to be hungry, and she's kind of, you're carrying her, and she's looking at you.
I
And
have no milk, child.
she doesn't know that.
I can feed you nothing.
So you're kind of distracted by the baby's constant, trying to help herself. But you do manage eventually after a few minutes to find like some yung moisture on leaves, ganyan.
Okay. I'll use shape water to collect them and then like let the baby drink a few drops and then I'll use the rest to like wash off any dirt and grime that we both have in our bodies.
Okay. Now, Gauda and et al., Gerard and Lucian and Alamid. As you move closer to this patch of forest, Gauda, parang 5 minutes in, you get a ping on your kind of radar and you zero in on the direction where this is coming from. As you do, you watch as overhead there are like 4 ravens flying above, kind of shadowing you from the sky. What do? You just follow the trail.
Hmm.
Meron ba ako speak with animals? Speak with animals. Okay. I have a speak with animals spell. Haha!
Ano, mag-speak with animals with up. Hindi siya concentration. Wow.
Okay, tawagin ko yung mga raven. Kakao! Kakao!
Kakao-tex.
Tapos, I'll shout something like, have you seen a blue-colored woman with a baby around here somewhere?
You get an answer. One of them says, "No, that's why we're following you. You seem to know where your friend went."
So you can't see anything from up there?
You're shouting this into the sky. Not yet. You're kind of quite a ways away from the edge of this mini forest. But you can sense that it's getting closer by the moment.
Okay, follow the trail then.
Okay,
Thank you, friends.
so you get there a moment before the ravens meet, and you see Alona cradling this baby, both without a stitch on it. In this cold morning in Barovia. Si Alona, hindi ka nilalamig.
Yeah, sanay ako. This is not what it looks like.
The cold doesn't bother you.
The cold doesn't bother me anyway.
And funnily enough, neither is the baby. For some reason. Hindi siya it must be chilly. You see them just casually. Do you walk out of the forest, Alona?
What?
Do you walk out of the forest?
Yeah, sure.
You
Nakita ko
actually
na
see
niya
your
kami.
friends. Yeah. It's a kind of an open field and you're tough to overlook. So you see your friends.
We've been looking for you, Alona. Hey.
Anyone got a spare coat?
Si Irina takes off her hooded cloak right away when she sees you, and she wraps it around you. And she kind of looks at Gerard, Gauda, and Alamid na parang, hey.
I mean, I don't mind, but the
Parang,
baby's kind of cold.
parang, why are you just standing there? Sabi ni Irina's eyes seem to be saying to the boys of the group. And yep, Alona is now wearing the Irina's cloak.
Great. Anyone brought my stuff with you guys?
You don't have any more stuff.
What do you mean?
You broke them all.
No, I didn't.
At this moment, one of
Did you break
the
the baby too?
children of Davian was Adrian, the eldest, burst goes out of the trees also. He seems kind of parang wearing clothes na he seemed to have just put on moments ago. And he kind of he's also carrying this satchel, and you see it's kind of familiar. Okay, parang leather wrapped satchel.
Is that my satchel?
No, it's familiar because it looks like one of those
Okay.
parang hidden bundles you saw on the way to the winery. Na parang not and he Adrian throws this bundle to you alone. You catch it easily. It's a bundle, and you see inside. It's a bundle of Barovian clothes.
Barovian clothes.
And you remember you saw some a satchel similar like this on the road towards the winery.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, am I supposed to wear these? I asked.
Choosy ka pa.
Well, okay.
See, the vendor shrugs. It's the least it's the least we could do for thanking you for not eating our
Can
my
you
niece.
can someone please take this baby off my arms?
Yeah, he takes the baby off you.
And then
and smiles.
I remove Irina's clothes and I cloak and then I start dressing
Okay.
like in front of everyone.
Okay. How does everyone else react at this? Does Alamid turn his back, or is this wala pa siya, RC? Does Gauda and Gerard turn their back habang nag-busy Alona?
Ako hindi. I'm a pet. I don't... It doesn't... You guys look like animals to me.
Hindi siya naka-turn on.
Yeah, I mean, so baliktad. So Gauda treats them like sila yung pets, ganun. So,
Parang hindi
humans.
ako on sa...
Parang these are your humans.
Hindi ko kauri.
Sabi ni Gerard, I've seen worse.
Okay.
Lucian will just immediately turn his back, but ask Alona if she remembers anything from last night.
I remember having this crazy dream of
The dream of what?
everything's hazy now, so it's just bits and pieces, a bit of fur, a bit of cold, and everything's blurred now. Well, what happened? But why am I here? I honestly don't know.
At this point, the Stefania and Elvire and Dag ang pangalan niya, ang husband ni Stefania, these three individuals also come out of the forest. And weirdly, kasi they're wearing different clothes than what they were wearing when you left the winery. Parang all of them wearing yung parang nondescript clothing na suot ni Alona. And now that you look at Alona, she kind of looks more like the doll that's in the shop of Blinsky. But that doll was it's kind of a younger chibi version ni Alona. But
Who has a doll?
What was wearing... Kanya yung binili, di ba? Iniwan niyo.
Mahal eh.
You didn't make the deal.
Oo nga pala, we didn't make the deal.
But yeah, it kind of strikes you as, oh, she kind of looks more like the doll. Now that she's wearing these Barovian clothes.
Please tell me did someone bring my stuff?
Magko-comment ako dun sa necklace. What are those?
It's it's from my...
You killed my people.
No, it's from my goddess. It's a mark. I'm required to wear this to show my allegiance to her.
That's one racist goddess.
Sorry.
Okay. Stefania happily takes her baby and seems to have forgotten that the baby was...
Guys, seriously, did
It's
anyone
okay.
bring my stuff? No one bothered bringing my things.
Wala. Did anyone think to bring it?
Medyo nagmadali ako.
Yeah,
Ewan ko kung merong thoughtful enough.
Sorry, ngarag solution, so di niya naalala.
Locate
you can always go back to the winery part.
I'm not strong enough.
my stuff are not that heavy.
Chainmail yun, ha?
Yeah.
That's
Hindi
20
ba
pounds
kaya,
ata yun.
hindi ba niya kaya ang chainmail? What?
20 or 40 pounds ba? Forget.
No idea.
Anyway, so what do you do now?
I am going back to the winery to get my stuff.
Okay, so the Barovian cloth, Alona, it's back to the winery. 55 pounds. Wow, ang chainmail. Isang plate sa the...
I am very strong. I can wear heavy armor.
Yeah, heavy armor on chainmail. So you all kind of head back to the winery. And once they get there, they wordlessly prepare the wagon for delivery. The wagon of the wines.
Tapos I'll tell the group na, do you want me to stay here for 8 hours tomorrow? I can cast a spell that would make their winery better.
So you plan to go back to Barovia, the town all on your own?
I was hoping you guys would wait for me.
Tomorrow na yung Festival of the Blazing Sun.
I need to find out what's happening to me. Otherwise, we might get a repeat performance of what happened last night.
Okay, sorry, winery people. I'll just come back within this month.
I tell Alona about the book I read, which was authored by Van Richten.
Wait, so you're saying I turned into a werewolf?
It looks like the mother of the baby saw your ripped clothing and immediately exclaimed that you turned into a werewolf. And since she's the local, we don't have much experience with werewolves in this part.
So that's why I don't feel that too much pain when those wood thingies were attacking.
Yeah.
Oh,
I thought they were just weak.
well.
Wait, if I'm a werewolf, if I'm a water wolf, that means all of you are in danger, right? If I suddenly turn again at night. Guys, I ate a goat.
We can chain you up at night.
Chain me up. Really?
I'm not sleeping near you. I think
Do we know, DM? Do we know when the next full moon is?
I can guard you all night.
You
That the magic house can tell you, the full moon lasts for 4 days.
4 days.
Pagdating ko si Lucien. Hey, Lucien, does Alona need to see the moon to turn into a werewolf? Or if she doesn't see it, she doesn't turn?
Good question.
That's a good
DM. What does the book say, DM?
The book says they don't need to see it.
Okay. Right. So it's the first full moon last night.
Yep.
Okay. So I tell that to the group.
Is there any way
Can we tame a werewolf?
excuse me? Are you saying you're more than me? How
Try mo
dare
siya.
you?
Pag nag-turn siya. Iba ba
Insolent
tricks?
human.
Roll over. Stay.
You insolent human. Don't make me hurt you.
Malay mo, di ba?
That's a good idea.
Oh, shut up.
DM, do werewolves have parang a master that they follow? According to the book anyway.
Yeah,
Yes.
meron silang alpha.
May
They call it
alpha.
alpha.
Okay yun. So if we locate the alpha or if we kill the alpha, the spell, kumbaga, the curse is broken?
Is that how it works?
Or the cleric or the remove curse spell from the cleric is
From
okay.
what you read, that should work. Pero may cases where it doesn't. And it puzzled the author.
Oh, yung sa remove curse spell nga. Okay.
Oh, we can use remove curse. What? Remove curse? I haven't prepared it.
The remove curse spell, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Well, we'll never know until we try.
Yung from what yung nasa book is yung from his knowledge it should work, pero it piqued his curiosity in that may some cases na report that it didn't,
Okay, some.
and those were reportedly from the forest of Nagupoy.
Oh, okay.
Well, anyway, you can. Yeah, I guess you can chain me up tonight if it makes you feel better. Just don't get any weird ideas. I look pointedly at Gerard.
What?
What? I've known you for years. I know how your mind works. You're gonna play pranks on me. So I'm telling you, no.
And here I was planning to put you in a box.
You don't have a box big enough to put me in, do you?
That's for you to find out.
Well, I suggest we continue on with wherever we're going,
Mhm.
and yeah.
Okay, so they set up the three remaining wine barrels from the cellar. Tapos naman the wagon. Adrian does this while Elvire secures the horses and attaches them to the wagon. And you escort the wagon as it makes its way back to the village of Vallaki. Do you do anything before you leave?
I can't, hindi ko na ma-prepare yung spells ko. Hindi ko siya mapalitan.
Not for today. Maybe tomorrow. Not that you know you expect the transformation to happen. You kind of overslept.
Okay. I don't think it's a big issue right now. I think we have more urgent things to worry about,
Huh?
right? I mean, werewolf. I mean, I get extra.
Let's go bring a werewolf in the festival. Ooh, there's a lot of people. Ooh.
I mean, yeah, you can always tie me up. Like, not in a weird way, but
So at your pace, you'll reach you probably get back to Vallaki after 4 hours. Dahil medyo mabagal yung wagon. Yes, go ahead.
While we're traveling, can I take Gerard aside and tell him
Mhm.
I learned a new spell. I wasn't able to prepare it, but maybe it can help us look for Gideon. I learned the sending spell. Maybe I can send a message to him tomorrow.
Oh, cool. That's nice. Maybe we can tell that idiot to stop looking for us.
Okay.
Pero di ba werewolf na si Alona? Why she can't smell Gideon? Di ba na-enhance na yung smell or yung sense niya?
That's a good point.
Good point.
Nakakarami ka na alam ito.
Yeah,
That's
you can
why I don't
actually
like humans.
now that you know that you have a heightened sense of smell, there's definitely a personal smell to each of your companions.
Do I smell Gideon anywhere?
Even the eyesight will be enhanced.
Not here, though.
And even hearing, I think.
See, being a werewolf isn't so bad. Right?
Habang nag-travel kami, magkakas ako ng minor illusion sa harap ni Alona. Image ng full moon.
Okay, Alona. As- Just kidding.
Roll initiative.
Nothing happened. So anyway, you're escorting this wagon.
DM question.
Mhm.
While we're traveling, can Lucian cast the ritual spell find familiar?
Oh,
Or kailangan stationary sila?
Nakaupo
Yeah,
siya sa wagon, doon siya nagkakast.
Oh, yun nga eh. Kasi nakaupo siya doon sa wagon. Nag-anik-anik siya nung nagbe-burn siya nga nung charcoal and incense.
I'm gonna say, ano yung casting time yan?
It's an hour.
An hour. Let's see. So, kailangan 1 hour. Okay. Sige. Just see. Swerte. Swerte. Okay. So, sige, you just make a concentration check. So, Constitution saving throw. To make sure concept to see if you can maintain your this one roll for the entire trip to check if na maintain mo yung concentration mo while being in the wagon na
Lol. Okay.
maalog-alog.
Con save, right?
Con save.
Hindi masyadong malam.
You have ops
15.
15. You just
Malaman natin ngayong gabi. Kung ginawin
yeah, that
hindi ginawin pa tayo.
anong sinasama mo familiar?
Raven. Raven, pero yung parang distinguishing characteristic niya. Magko-conjure solution na parang may maliit na glasses yung Raven. para ma-identify niya dun para ma-identify niya yung Raven niya dun sa
Okay.
sa dami ng Raven sa Barovia.
You finish the hour-long ritual to your kind of sweating from trying to maintain the spell habang while the wagon is going through parang bumps and potholes on the muddy road.
Ow, ow, ow.
The raven appears, and yeah, you can see meron nga siya, it's a nice little raven na may na merong maliit na glasses.
Maliit
It
na
looks
glasses.
familiar.
Yeah, but one of its eyes is hanging out.
Right.
And
Foul.
it smells foul. You can smell this alone. It's a nasty smelling.
Oh, that's
bird.
nasty. Keep that away from me.
It smells like something that's died.
I ask it to fly around.
Yeah, it opens its wings and you can see my holes in the wings, but somehow it's able to fly.
I did not intend that, but okay.
That is a weird looking familiar, Lucian.
I did not intend that. I actually patterned it. I actually was thinking of one of my companions back in my hometown.
Does he have
But
one
my-
eye hanging out of his socket?
No.
So
I don't think
you now have an undead raven.
undead
So-
raven.
So it's the
Whee!
same. It's the stats are the same except hindi siya fey creature, undead creature siya.
Okay, undead. Okay, Doki.
Okay, so that's one.
I'll name him Matthew.
That's one spell slot. Okay, mark na lang.
Okay.
Okay. What else is anyone else doing during this trip? Nope.
Nope.
Okay, so I rolled pretty. You're pretty lucky for you guys. Yeah, you've met no random encounters along the way, and you make your way back to the town of Vallaki. So you are now here in this gate. Uh, the gate is closed. You get here by, it's like, well, like mga between 12 to 1 p.m. And the gate is closed, and you are challenged at the gate. Who goes there? It's your business in Vallaki.
The guards challenge us.
Yep, they don't. Yeah, the gate is closed. Who are you? Are you one of those pesky? Yeah, what's their names? Uh, are you one of those pesky Vistani? Comes to steal our children?
Aren't we escorting the wine?
Yes, we
Di ba
are.
nila nakita yun?
Sabihin ko sa kanila, we came from the Wizards of Wine to deliver wine for tomorrow's festival.
Did he say wine? Dumbass, open the gate. Parang the other person like slaps the other, and they currently open the gate and lets you through.
Oh.
And as you pass, so they kind of, you hear Alona that definitely hears this.
Mhm.
They're like, whoa, corpse riders? Yeah, corpse riders. Yeah, those are the ones.
What?
You hear they kind of call you the corpse riders.
Or I give them the eye.
And just hang back and let you pass.
Guys,
Yes.
we're famous now.
What did they say?
They called us the corpse riders.
I'm the Green Corpse Ranger.
Corpse riders?
Yep.
Yeah, as you pass, as you make your way into the town, the people you pass by kind of point at you, and some of the children say, "Corpse riders! Where are the dead horses?"
Oh.
Oh, they want to see them?
Don't waste your spells.
And then you pass by several houses. You pass by the church. You make your way. Saan kayo pumunta? Sa inn, di ba?
Yeah.
So you make your way to the inn. And what's next? Make your way inside, and before you even get to the door, they're already running out. The owner of the inn, who's Mr. Urwin and Danica Martkov, kind of give a hug to Adrian and Elvir, and they kind of exchange a few words. But while they are carrying the 3 casks of wine into the inn, and Danica comes to you and says, "Wow, that was fast. We are ever so grateful for to you for giving us for putting the supply of wine back online. These people really need their wine." So yeah, as promised, you have free room and board for a month starting today, so no need to pay for that. And then, well, the deal was just to find out what happened to the wine. You didn't really have to deliver the wine. So tell you what, she runs into the house, and a moment later she comes out with a. She's carrying this locked iron strong box, and inside, well, she gives you the para siya kasi laki ng laptop, the strong box, and she gives you, take this as a reward for giving Barovians back their wine.
What's inside it?
She gives you the key, and you open it. It inside is 150 electrum pieces. So that's times 5. That's 650 gold. Tama ba? Weird kasi ang electrum eh.
So, tigma magkano kami?
Kayo, it's up to you guys. Kung 150 divided 5 of you, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 30 electron pieces each, equivalent to 150 gold pieces.
Wow. That's a lot of money.
And also inside are 3 potions of healing.
Wow.
Finally!
Yeah, I hope this really we can't thank you enough for bringing back the wine supply online.
How much is it again? 300 gold pieces? 350.
No,
50.
30 electrum pieces
Each.
each.
1 EP, 5 GP.
Ayun. Okay, 1 EP.
And these electrum pieces have the familiar face of Strahd stamped on them in profile.
Okay.
I take aside, it's the innkeeper, right? The woman,
Yep, Danica. Yep.
Danica. I take Danica aside and ask her, if the inn happens to have a reinforced room, with chains and all.
I can hear you from the other side of the room. You didn't have to whisper.
Bubulong kaya, or maybe some whips.
Sure.
He asked that, not me.
It's for a different room.
Why? Not really. There hasn't been an. Why? Why you don't you? She kind of looks around. Parang, do you have? Are those like those mounts of yours? Is it for them? Those, those undead steed that you're kind of famous now for.
Yeah, sure, let's go with that.
Well, there's the stables. But-
You see, our steeds are kind of special. That they're a bit temperature sensitive. So perhaps maybe you have something underground. Perhaps
Underground.
yes.
Well, the only thing that comes to mind really is that I know the church has an undercroft.
The church. Okay. That's something.
Hello,
to consider.
baby.
Baby.
Wayne siya. Hello. Napaka-fit for this episode.
Special guest appearance. Okay, thank you very much for that information. And I go back to the party and tell them that the church has this reinforced parang underground area, but
You recall that the church in the previous town, in the town of Barovia,
oh,
where
in
Doro
Barovia.
was kept captive in
Ah,
underground station. And it was able to contain a vampire spawn. So
so
maybe
the church here possibly has the same.
configuration. It actually, yeah, they kind of look, yung construction is about the same, except that this church isn't dilapidated.
Ah, I see. And Lucian suddenly remembers that they did promise the priest there that they will help. That's the is that the Church of Saint Andal? Andal. And Lucian did remember that before they set out for the Wizard of Wines, they did promise the priest that they'd help
Mhm.
in locating the stolen relic from the church. So he tells the party, reminds the party of that, and tells them maybe if we help, the priest recover this stolen relic, he will allow us, or he will allow Alona to at least stay there to at least ride out
Mhm.
the full moon. 4 days, my goodness. Anyway,
Or maybe the priests know how to cure Alona.
that's even better.
Yeah, wala nga aking roll 20 for some reason.
Yeah, but
I
at
guess
least
we
there's
better go to the church then.
Hey, Alona, do you want me to
What?
keep your silver pieces for safekeeping? Yeah,
Isip yan.
I only have like 6 silver pieces. It's all yours if you want.
it might be harmful, you know. Better hand them over to me.
You know, I've known you long enough to know that you're not really concerned about my well-being. So, can you use those silver pieces as a weapon? Just in case?
Hindi siya silver, electrum siya.
Hindi, meron akong silver pieces. I have
Yes,
6 silver pieces.
yes, kami before.
Oh. Do you
can they work as throne, parang mini magic missiles kumbaga kasi it's silver.
Is it, can it
Like,
be
do you
used as
try
a
to, like,
weapon? Against
uh,
werewolves?
do you try
Improvise.
it? You can try.
Okay, fine. I'll
What
take
the heck?
one and then like run it over my palm.
Well, it's a coin. So it's like you take a coin and you try to wound yourself with a coin.
Yeah.
It
It's not
will
sharp enough.
burn you.
Does it
Hindi ba
sting?
sunog dun pag nawakan niya yung silver piece?
Yeah, it will burn your hands.
Not really. It's not, as I said, it's not like sharp enough.
Sabi ko, tanong ko kay Lucien, hey Lucien, do you think it would help if we like ask the town's blacksmith to like fashion us some silver chains?
I want you to contain me. I don't want you to burn off my skin.
Yeah, Lucian thinks about it, and we could, but if we ask that from the blacksmith, it might alert the blacksmith, and I don't know if the whole town going against us is one of the best things for us right now.
Well, we can just say we're going werewolf hunting. You know, there's a lot of werewolves, right, around these parts.
Point. Lucian said, "Yeah, you have a point." Sure. Okay, so before we go to the before we go to the church, we will look for a blacksmith that can make us, or yun, ask a blacksmith for silver chains, like really sturdy silver chains.
And maybe some silver weapons for the other guys. Pero mahal ata yun, di ba?
Yeah. Parang
Parang
100 gold ba or something?
gold ata or
Oh.
Can we create a wolf's bean potion to prevent the transformation of Alona instead? Temporarily?
Oh, for like one night, ganon.
Yeah, something like that.
Wolf's Bane.
Wolf's bean potion? Is it possible to create that?
Won't that kill me instead?
Oh no, it's
Parang
like
temporary effect
yeah,
lang,
it's
but
like
for one night, di ka mag-transform.
it
something
will
like
yeah, it will prevent the transformation.
that. Oh, look,
the name sounds deadly though. Wolf's Bane. Would have changed
Medyo
the
naglalag
name.
ako guys. Wait lang.
it's okay.
Friendly, like wolves. I don't know.
Or any potion that will help prevent the transformation.
Good idea, bro.
Kailangan. God damn.
Alamig, what weapon are you wearing? Great axe?
Great axe. Yeah.
You should have that silvered, I guess.
Why are you all like talking like I'm going to attack you?
No, just a preventive measure.
Hey Alana, why are you assuming that we're going to use it on you?
Because
I
you
don't
have
know.
now a super strength, super speed. That's worry me.
Yeah. You have strength, speed, color. What else do you have?
Okay.
Color?
Right, that's
That's so racist of you.
As you're having this discussion, a colorfully dressed half-elf walks by. Nasa labas pala kayo ng inn, ah. You're still outside.
Yep,
You come
nasa
in?
labas, yeah. We are currently looking for
Are
tawag
you
doon?
having this discussion out in the open?
Yeah. Yes, we are. But in quiet, not the parang yung dadaan near us won't be able to hear it. Parang ganun. Parang hushed discussion lang naman.
But you're in the middle of the street.
Yeah, we are kasi we are looking for a blacksmith.
Yeah, if you're having this, okay. Looking for a blacksmith.
Just in case.
Okay. Who's leading the church?
What are we rolling?
Sorry, what's the question, DM?
This will be either an investigation or persuasion check.
Me.
Persuasion. Everyone turns to the bard.
Yeah.
Come here. Come here.
Okay, make your persuasion roll.
Okay.
Really?
Kite. Ooh, nice.
Oh, that's so high.
Nice.
Okay. First thing, being a bard, the first thing you think to check is the inside of the tavern. Because, there might be people there.
Of course.
So you go, Gerard enters the tavern, and there you can see this half elf bard also is happily drinking a glass of wine, and kind of uh, gives you a kind of salute toast and says, "Greetings, dear corpse rider, yeah. Made a name for yourself, not for left with the undead horses, came back with wine. Pretty nice story, that one. Might make a. Would you mind if I make a story out of it? Might be we can sit down sometime and get the
Oh,
details of
sure.
your adventure."
Okay. Just change the title to like Gerard and the Corpse Riders.
Of course.
Ah, yes. It does have a nice ring to it, yeah. Of course. And you ask him about he handily tells you the location of a townsmith. He says the fellow is not much of a, he does simple things like the horseshoes. If a chain is all you need for the wolf hunting, it seems. Yeah. I think he can manage that. Gives you the name. It's Hans the blacksmith.
Okay.
So right now it's around 2 p.m. by the time you make it to the blacksmith, and Hans, this squat, thick fellow, charges you. He says, how much chain you need? Pure silver?
How
We
much
have
would that
silver.
cost?
If you have the silver to work with, I can bring down the cost a little. I'm afraid I don't have much silver stock.
Oh.
Just have iron.
I have a
Iron
silver
chains I can
sword.
make. Silver sword.
Would that be enough?
Ipapamelt down mo yung silver short sword.
If it would be enough. And if
He
afford
says,
namin.
tell you what, for pure silver, it's probably too soft. And it's probably gonna be too expensive. But if I can probably make some chains and just dip them in silver to kind of silver coat them, that still should work, right?
I think so. I've
Uh,
done werewolf hunting myself. So we won't know till we
but I
try.
fear there's not much. If you melting down that sword is gonna be a waste of steel. But if you have no other silver to work with,
Lucian has 7 silver that he'll give to to Hans. So
okay. Tell you what, he kind of does length of chain. So you give him the length of chain that's enough to, you think,
to bind the person.
like how
anyway.
50 feet, 10 feet.
Sure. Wait. 50 feet, that's a regular length of rope.
That's probably too long, right? 50 feet, unless you're
Maybe-
trying to, unless it's the size of a giant, you know.
Maybe
Maybe half of it.
25 feet.
25 feet of chain. Hmm. Let's see.
Lucian asks Hans the blacksmith, have you seen a werewolf before, good sir?
No, fortunately, no.
Oh, good.
Uh,
Unfortunately,
Fortunately, yes. No, fortunately.
So, but you know that they are human-like in proportion, yes? Or is
Yeah,
it? So, what do you suppose?
probably.
How long of a chain do you suppose that we need to bind one, if the need be?
Depends on how much you want to bind it. Like if it's just hands and feet, maybe
you
you just
can
need.
try it on me.
Yeah, you can just okay. You take out a length of rope. You guess that 25 feet would be enough.
Then we'll go with 25 feet.
Hmm. Okay. And he says, if you're going to give me that sword, tell you what, give me the sword. I won't build it. I'll just probably find a way to. Ano yan? Hindi ko na narinig, sorry. Sabi niya, okay, I'll just take the sword and just give me maybe 5 gold pieces. And I'll give you a 25-foot long chain, coated in silver.
And how much would it cost if we decide to keep the sword?
Deal? Okay. You
Hello?
give. Yep.
How much would it cost if we decide to keep the sword?
Keeping the sword means that would 50 gold pieces.
Oh,
Well, I can pay for it. How much is that in EP?
10.
I'll tell him 40 gold and we'll
What?
put in a word.
haggling you.
Persuasion check.
We're getting famous.
Yeah, gonna be the blacksmith who worked, who the corpse riders commission worked for.
Eee.
Yeah, 45, and you have a deal.
Deal then, kind sir.
All right, mark down
How many EPs that?
9.
9. Okay, I give him 9 EP.
You give him 9 little Strahd faces to him,
Start pieces, not
and yep, and he says, come back tomorrow. I'll be done by then. These chains are a tricky thing to make. Yeah.
tomorrow. Okay.
Yep. First thing tomorrow. 3 p.m. na. What do you do next?
Are we going to the church? Toy store. Want to go back there? No. I thought we were going to the church.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, So yeah, Lucian asks the party if they thinking of any other things that we might have missed.
I suddenly remembered my pie and I checked my bag.
There's no pie. Yeah.
Dun dun.
Who ate my pie?
With your sense of smell, you should be able to detect all.
Would I be able to
Goda.
smell that?
Goda ate your
Yeah, no, like
pie.
kind of Gouda burps and it smells like your pie. Yung flavor ng pie mo.
Really?
Okay, you
I
already.
did not eat a turtle.
So you make it to the Church of Saint Andral, and you're greeted by Father Petrovich, Lucian Petrovich. And he says, "Have you, so have you come to tell me who did it? We figured it out."
What?
Lucian
Oh,
said,
I guess not.
apologies, not yet, but we do plan to help you out, Father. But um, in exchange, we would like to was that use? We know because we would like to use a room of yours for some nights.
What? There are rooms at the inn.
Yes, but we need a specialized room. We know that your church has this because we have been to an almost twin of your church in Barovia. We know that there is a underground room, a
Okay,
very secure underground room.
he takes you aside and says, "What manner of creature are we talking about here?"
Just me, or can the group?
Yeah, he takes the group aside, parang out of earshot of the church goers.
Okay.
What manner of creature are we talking about?
We have a werewolf, Father.
Oh yeah. Where's the wolf heads? You know, the wolf head festival was last week. Where were you? You know, when the wolf head festival, so fun. Yes, right. Happy. People
Ah,
made people laugh and happy. He kind of takes you even farther from earshot of the people. You're serious.
Yes, we are. Lucian says. And so,
And he nods. Yes, I believe the undercroft should be sturdy enough to contain such a creature. Perhaps if it was chained. When do you plan to capture it?
she's already with us, Father.
Why everyone's so honest?
And he kind of looks. Oh, right.
I immediately assumed I am assured the father that it was not it was accidental. It was not of this. My companion did not want this to happen, but we are looking for ways to cure her of it. Do you know of a way to cure this? And I tell her, but I only know of this book that this guy called Rudolf van Richten wrote.
He kind of. Well, if you can. I'm afraid. I'm afraid I'm not. I'm not that kind of priest. I'm just, priest of the people here.
Ah,
Maybe the one. See, they say there's an abbot in the Abbey of Saint Markovia in Kresk. They say he's. They say he has powers.
Huh.
Maybe he can help. I just help. Uh, I'm just an ordinary priest. I'm afraid, but I can keep the. I can prepare the undercroft for you for your Yeah, because it's the second night of the full moon is tonight.
Yes. We were told that the full moon here lasts for 4 nights.
Yes.
That's
Yes,
quite
indeed.
unusual. Okay.
So and in exchange, you are going to find out what happened to the bones of Saint
Saint
Andral.
Andral.
Yes.
Yes, yes. Yes, we will, Father. I believe that's a fair exchange.
All right.
Alona asks, can you bless water to turn them into holy water?
Hmm.
Are you capable of doing that?
Well, I could certainly try.
I bring out the 5 empty wine bottles. How much will you charge for it?
If you find the bones, then certainly I'll do it for free.
Okay.
Uh,
I give him the bottles. We'll come back for it later.
yeah. Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. So you were able to gather 3 pieces of clues last week.
Yep. Wait, let me was able to.
So to kind of uh, we can make this fast. Instead of going person to person asking for leads, you can just uh, you can s- you can go around town as a group, but that will take you more time. Or you can split up and start investigating into
Yeah,
how.
splitting up is okay. Looks of sounds okay.
Yep, I'm fine with that.
Okay, sino magkakagroup? Ilang groups kayo?
3 clues.
And each group will, it's your choice. Isip kayo if you can think of how creatively you can use your skills to gather information and investigate. Examples would be, of course, investigation, to use deduction to find out, to determine who best to ask, ganyan. Or you can use like persuasion, intimidation, or if you have certain spells that will help for the skill challenge. But yeah, I would highly advise that you split up into at least 2 groups. Kasi you don't have much daylight left. You have about 3 hours.
Okay.
Split the party.
Split the party. Um, do you guys? Lucian is a bit concerned na Alona should have at least 2.
I can stay in the cellar if you want.
Well, would you like to stay in the cellar?
No, but if it will make feel everyone better, then I will do it.
Well,
Ilang hours pa, matagal pa naman ata before yung full moon.
You have
yeah.
almost 3 hours before moonrise.
Yes. Maybe perhaps we should go up. At least we should split up. Investigate what we can in at least 1 hour before sunset. We should meet back up here.
I don't know, 3 hours until sunset. Tapos maybe another hour or two until moonrise.
Ah, okay. So
All
okay.
right.
So at least 3 hours of investigation, then we just make sure that we make it back to the church before the moonrise. So that
Okay, sounds like a plan.
Okay, sino magkakagroup?
I will go with whoever is not afraid of me.
Irina goes with you.
yes.
Brave girl.
I'll stay with Alona.
Okay, Alamid, Alona, and Irina. And then yung the others, magkakasama lang kayo? Roda, Gerard, Lucien.
I asked Gerard if he would like to stay with with Alona.
What, there's 4 in the group?
Lucian shrugs that. That's okay with me. I look at
At Gauda.
Gauda. Are you okay with Gerard staying with Alona?
Wasn't the point of splitting up is to cover more ground?
I don't
Yes.
need a babysitter.
We should at least pair up, in my opinion.
I think we can maximize all the skills that has Gerald, especially has
Yeah,
the skills.
but if you're only one group, it will take you more time. Kasi you have to walk around town.
Yep, at least three pairs, kaya naman anim tayo eh.
Okay, then
Okay.
Irina, why don't you go with Gerard? I'll stay with Alamid. I mean, he's the strongest physically, I assume, so he can pin you
Okay,
down.
sure.
Worst case scenario.
Bingo, if you insist, LSC
I'm doing you a favor.
So it's Alamid, Alona, Gerard, Irina, and then Lucian and Dauda. Okay.
Yup.
So first up, si Gerard and Irina. Anong skill are you going to use to gather information?
Temporary persuasion.
Okay, and then Irina is going to assist you, so you have advantage.
Nice.
And especially because she's a local.
Yeah.
Wow, 28. Okay, how about the others?
I
Ah.
can use perception
Okay. To
to check for
look around, basically, to
Yes,
spot things that
yes,
might be related to the clues.
yeah,
Okay,
suspicious people.
all right.
Will Alamid assist me?
Yes, I can also use perception.
So just make the roll with advantage, Alona.
Okay.
How about Lucian and Gauda?
20.
Lucian can investigate. Lucian also has Matthew, the undead raven. So investigation for Lucian. How about Gauda?
Oh, all right. So Lucian, make your investigation roll.
Hidoki. Oh, nice. Wah! Okay, not
Okay.
bad.
Good rolls. All right. So it takes you an hour of looking around.
Okay.
So you have two more hours of daylight. And thanks to your high rolls, you gather information, you have 5 suspects. Well, 5.
Wow.
Actually 6. But
That's a lot.
yeah,
Yes.
you kind of reconvene back at the church, right?
Before we do that, can I tell Alamid you parang basically I just tell him that if worst comes to worst, I'm counting on you to do what must be done to stop me because one, you're the barbarian here, so I assume you're the strongest other than beside me. And two, we're not really friends, so I'm sure it's easier for you to take me down if needed. Just make sure I don't hurt the others. Okay.
Don't worry, I'll do everything I can.
All right. Okay.
All right.
Let's go back.
So starting from the lowest roll, which is actually the 820. So yeah, Alona, from looking around, the one that stands out in this town is the bard, colorfully dressed.
The
Outside
bard.
The bard.
The
Okay.
bard nakausap ni Gerard kanina. You actually managed to get his name. His name is Rictavio.
Rictavio.
And you kind of, and his garb actually reminds you of the Vistani.
Oh.
Parang colorfully dressed, na parang, and you know, baka Vistani kaya siya, or maybe parang, and you've heard like Ismark say that the Vistani are a servant of Strahd. Maybe he's like masquerading as something, and might have, and the timelines kind of match. Na parang nawala yung bones soon after Rectavio arrived in the town.
Okay.
As for Lucien, you hear that the Baron, named the Baron Vargas Valakovich, might he has you've heard he spends a lot of time around dogs,
Dogs.
so he might be might connect him to the animal hair you found at the scene of the crime, and it strikes you that usually the ones like there might be some tension between him and the church because he's the government here, and parang the way he runs things aren't exactly very very nice. Parang he imprisons people for malicious unhappiness, quote unquote, and you seem to recall parang people kind of murmuring, complaining about the way he runs things in town in the church.
Okay.
So that he might be involved indirectly or directly in the disappearance of that precious artifact. With the 28 of Gerard, you managed to gather there are two additional actually suspects. Well, two sets. One is the Wachter brothers. These are actually the two men that Lucien overheard in the tavern 2 nights ago. The Blue Water Inn, parang plotting to do something to mess up Rectavio's wagon during the
Oh,
festival of
wagon
Northeast.
na yun. Oh, okay.
Siya yung bard, yeah, that was looking for acts for his parang service. They're planning to do that actually on the festival, which is tomorrow. It makes sense because they're kind of perennial pranksters. And with your 28, you were able to kind of suss out information from Yezka. Parang yung boy, parang altar boy ito sa church, si Yezka. And he told you in confidence na Yezka told these men, these are actually young men, si Nikolai and Karl Wachter. They actually kind of tend to bully Yezka, and one day he told them off by saying that that they can't that if they should stop or else Saint Andral will get them. He has bones in the church. So they might be a logical suspect because they were told about it. And with that role, you also know that you also find out separately that these men actually go fishing as a hobby.
The brothers?
Yep, they go fishing as a hobby. And you remember one of the clues seemed to be a bent fish hook used to pick a lock. And also, their mother, Lady Wachter, is a kind of known as a cat lady. Maraming cat sa bahay that might tie them to the animal hair.
Oh my goodness, ang dami. Okay.
Finally, the final suspect is Bluto. Bluto, you've heard, is the fisherman na matagal nang walang nahuling fish. Na na-mention din ni Danny Camardico. It's been a while since we've had fish kasi wala pang nagbibigay si Bluto. And you haven't seen him in a while.
It's
been a while. And this fisherman was actually was often seen with the brothers when they go fishing, so they might share certain information, and the motive might be that I don't know. He might be like he might have been interested in the bones to use as some kind of holy bait or something.
holy bait.
Yes, you
Only
And
bait.
you know that he goes fishing north in the Lake Zarovich, north of the town. There you have it. So which lead do you pursue first? It's now 4 p.m. in the afternoon.
Oh wow. Just to recap, number one, si Rictavio the Bard. Number two, si Baron ng Vallaki. Number
Yung
three,
number, Ricabio and yung Vistani. So, isa pang,
iba yung isa bang
iba. Pwedeng,
Vistani.
it might be, Ricabio himself might be Vistani, don't know. But
O,
it's
pakiwalay
probably
pala.
worth putting them in two separate categories. Kasi the Vistani, there's Vistani camped just outside of Vallaki.
Okay. So, number one is Rictavio the Bard. Number two is the Vistani as a group.
Yep.
Because of course. Number three is the Baron. Number four and one, two, three. 4 and 5 is yung brothers. Number 6 is yung fisherman. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Mm.
So, of course, there are lots of them. You can go to them one by one as a group, or not.
Split the party.
Because why not?
At
Yeah.
4 p.m.
Splitting? Are we splitting?
My gut tells me it's the brothers.
Well, what we can do is maybe we can
I also, sorry, one more thing that Lucian had the 21, ano? You
Yes.
see Baron Vargas, there people say they see strange purple lights blinking from the attic in his mansion. Sometimes at night.
strange purple lights.
Purple lights.
And you know this to be the kind of some certain spells. Like there's some spell casting going on there. You would know that as a wizard.
Okay.
So that might tie him or someone in his household to the occult, which might connect them to the relic.
Are we splitting the party?
How are you splitting the party? Same? 3 groups?
Do you want to like eliminate 2 of the suspects?
Yeah.
Or investigate 2 of the suspects? Split the party into 2.
Oh, you mean
I-
Doctor M? Sabi ni Rita. Right. Eliminate, you mean like cross out, yeah.
Yeah, cross them out.
Whatever,
course.
whatever lets you sleep better at night.
What if we go to the fisherman first, since that someone found out that he is in communication with the 2 brothers? We might be able to flash any information out from the fisherman.
As a group?
No, as pairs.
Okay, yeah, okay, sure. I mean, if we're going to, I assume we're going near the ocean or lake. Is there an ocean here?
No, just the lake.
Lake.
Yeah, so I think I can work better with a body of water nearby. So sure.
Okay, so we'll check out.
Yeah, maybe Alona and I can go to the fisherman to gather that information.
All right. But you have to do the talking because blue skin, not
Yeah.
a very good talker.
Sure.
Okay, the rest saan pupunta?
The brothers, Nikolai.
The Wachter house. Okay, the house of the Wachter brothers.
Sige, Lucian will go with Gerard to the brothers.
Wait, so magsasama yung dalawang groups? Yung Gerard and Irina and Lucien and Gauda.
Ah,
I
wait.
think Gauda wants to go with us. Ah, ano ba?
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Okay, so Alona and Alamid going to the lake.
Uh-huh.
Gerard going to the Wachter Brothers.
Okay.
Si Gauda saan pupunta?
Okay. With Lucian.
Si Lucia saan pupunta?
Dun sa brothers, kasi
So the four of
dalawa
you,
sila,
okay, go
might
to the
look
brothers.
ko
All right.
might take more.
Okay, so Alona and Alamid, so you head out of town, and the gate that you okay, so you actually you go to the lake,
Bad idea, guys.
going to Lake Zarovich. Called the Zarovich Gate or the Gate to the Lake. And then, so, okay. Let's go to that part of the map first. Okay.
Bad idea.
So you emerge from the town, the road flanked by forest, and up ahead you see this vast expanse of water. You see at the foot of a mountain, nestled in the misty forest. Here. Yeah, there's your marker.
Oh, the lake is not that far pala.
Yeah, nasa labas lang siya. Nestled in the misty forest is a large lake. You approach and the water is perfectly still and dark, reflecting the black clouds overhead like a monstrous mirror. In the waning afternoon light, you see pulled up along the south shore are three small rowboats. A fourth boat can be seen in the middle of the lake, with a lone figure sitting in it, fishing pole in hand. It's about 400 to 500 feet from you.
Do your thing. I tell Alamid. Do you want to go there? Do you want to? I can swim there. Do you want me to call him for you?
Can he hear me from where we are?
About 500 feet, probably not.
I can swim there and call him.
Yeah, please.
All right, I jump. This is such a bad idea. I jump into the water.
Jump into the water and swim. Okay.
Yeah,
Swimming effortlessly.
yeah.
You're in your element, literally. After a long while.
Oh,
Yeah, no problem to swim with armor. This Janasa. See Alamid. Are you staying at the shore?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
no, this is a boat.
You
Hi.
make it. You're about 200 feet, about 200 feet away from the boat with its man.
Mhm,
When he has his back to you,
mhm.
and he stands up and lifts this burlap sack.
Whoa.
Oh.
Okay.
Make a perception check.
Perception.
I'm gonna give you 4 advantage. Natural 20.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Nice,
From the
nice.
way from the way he's holding the burlap sack and the thing inside of it,
Mm-hmm.
said thing inside of it seems vaguely humanoid, like a small humanoid.
Jesus Christ.
And he tosses the burlap sack into the lake and washes it sink.
Oh my gosh! Can I swim after it?
So he kind of tosses it to the lake and kind of brings out his fishing pole, throws it into the line. Sure. So go ahead and make an athletics check.
I have a swimming speed of 30 feet.
Yeah, yeah. But this is how hard you can swim to reach the.
Can I cast guidance on myself?
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. So while that is happening, the other group, you go to the. Okay. The house of the Wachters. Okay. So si Lucien, Gerard, Gauda, and Irina, you see, you reach the house. You've asked around to determine where it is. This house seems disgusted with itself. A slouching roof hangs heavy over furrowed gables, and moss-covered walls sag and bulge under the weight of the vegetation of the moss. As you study the house's sullen countenance, you hear the edifice actually kind of groan. And then you do realize the extent to which the house hates what it has become. Okay. So you knock on the door. You do?
I turn to the party first if we knock on the door or we slink around.
Knock on the door.
Okay, you knock. This door is locked and it looks like it's reinforced with bronze bands. You knock on it and a small window opens into the door at eye height. And this a person asks, "What's your business?"
Sabihin ko, I'm actually in town to buy some rare antiquities or trinkets and some people said that you might have something that is worth some value in your possession.
Huh. One moment. The servant disappears. And where's the hold on. Ayun. Let me just put this there. Ang layo ng mapa. Yun. Here. Here. Okay. Loading. Okay. Okay. This is you're at the ground floor. You can actually see merong garden at the side of the house. So this is area. Okay. So here is si si Gauda, Gerard, si Lucien, and si Irina. So let's put you here, shall we?
Ay, ako may encounter.
Yep.
May mapa.
May map.
That's nice knowing you guys.
So, si Lucian yung kumatok, no? Hindi si ano pala si Gerard, no? Gerard yung nasa harap. Alright,
Okay, tahimik na dito. Yay.
pretty nice here. Okay. So, this kind of noble-looking woman seems to be the lady of the house. Must be Lady Vactor. Comes to the door and opens it, and looks at the lot of you and says, "Ah, aren't you the? Ooh, are you those corpse riders everyone's been talking about?"
Indeed, we are.
Right. If you don't mind, well, sure, do come in. She invites you in, and you see in the okay. The front door opens into a narrow vestibule. Three stained glass doors in wooden frames lead from it. And here, so you enter, right? You know, three doors, one to your left, one to your right, and one in front of you. They look like closets. And she opens the third door, which is in front of you, which opens into a staircase leading up to a balcony. At the foot of the stairs, you can see meron pang like here in front of you. Wait, I can see. Meron pang doors to the left and to the right.
Sorry, may naglo-load ba na map or wala
Oh,
pa?
yeah. Wait. Yes, nice.
Try mo mag-zoom out. Baka nandun ka sa part na maitim.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. It's still naka-night mode ata ako. Hindi pa naman night. So, let's do there. Kita nyo na?
Oh, yep.
Anyway, to make this fast, she invites you to have tea with her.
Yeah.
Basically, talk with. She wants to know about these new adventures in town. She takes you to the dining room. So I'll just put you there. You turn left at the door here. This is Lady Fiona. And she bids you to sit at that dining table. So, were you really looking to buy something, or was that a ruse?
Oh my
just to
God.
see me.
Wow. Okay.
Pakita ko yung mga trinklets ko, so yung mga amulets ko sa kamay. Sabi ko, I'm a craftsman.
Dude, we're looking not sell. Actually, yes. We have a sponsor. We act as middlemen to when we go adventuring. Purchase some valuable stuff for him if we see any during our adventures. Helps pay the bills.
By the way,
Interesting.
mga pre, I'm sorry, si Matthew yung raven ko nasa shoulder ko this whole time. So,
Okay.
Saka,
So she's like, huh. Is that thing dead? He says.
oh, I did not intend it to be dead. Don't worry. He's familiar. His name is Matthew.
I guess we're called corpse riders for a reason, right?
What he said.
She kind of chuckles at this. Yes. Interesting. Tell you what.
Oh,
She dear, what's your name, dear? Like, are you the one who looks like a turtle?
Hi, my name is Gouda.
Oh yeah. How? So, yeah, do you actually have? Anong kind of jewelry meron ka?
Parang fashion jewelry kasi medyo worthless yung mga.
Oh yeah.
I'm looking for, tapos kwento ko na lang na I'm looking for stones, rare stones, ganyan. Something that could be centerpiece of some of my jewels also.
Mhm. I see. Well, first let me ask you, how do you feel about the Baron Vargas Vallaki? That dreadful fellow who runs this town.
Well,
Okay, go Gouda.
I've only
Gouda
been
mo.
here for a few days. I don't know about their political thoughts.
She looks towards the others
Oh.
as she's sipping her tea.
Ooh. Lucian says that we have, like my companion said, we have not we have just newly arrived here at your town, and um we have not taken the chance to visit or know about the baron of this place, so we do not know exactly how his um governing is, my lady.
Sabihin ko, surely a woman of your stature would have a much more well-thought opinion of the Baron. What do you think
Mhm.
of him?
Well, she says. You can stop the ruse, I know that when you came into town, and she looks at Irina, you came in here with a fellow noble. You could have gone straight to the Baron's house, but you didn't. That tells me you're not, shall we say, in the same camp as him. If you've come to look for an ally against the Baron, you've come to the right place.
Mhm.
Isn't that what you came here for?
Rina, upo ka nga dito, mukha kang tanga dyan.
Sorry.
The whole time, nakatayo lang siya.
She kind of looks at you indignantly and drops down.
Ikaw na yung
Opposite.
pinag-uusapan.
Opposite Gerard. You saw her. She kind of has this far away look at her face, and she's kind of crouching her neck, looking into the distance. So, what is it that you need from me? Specifically. Okay, while you're thinking about that, let's switch over to Alona and Alamin. So Alona, you're diving towards this sinking burlap sack into the
Yep.
water. The 12. You exert yourself. You double dash. You with a swim speed of 30 feet in that distance. So that's 60. Make another athletics check.
Can I use guidance on myself?
You can use
Sure.
yung 15 ko na ano. You can use yung 15 ko na.
Ano nga ba ang guidance?
Oh, alright.
D4?
You rolled. And it's better.
Let me check. I think it's D4.
21 though.
Yes, D4.
Okay.
So,
You make
26.
the underwater. You make the gesture and you release your last bit of air to cast the guidance spell.
Okay. I can breathe underwater. I can
Yeah.
breathe in.
No
Yeah. I don't
problem.
need air.
Okay, so you cast a spell. You hurtle faster even after the sinking session. You grab it. You manage to grab it, and you make your way to the top. I mean, from your perspective, Alona just went deep underwater, and there's a moment where you don't. She's not coming up. What do you do? You saw the man throw something into the water.
Yes, what Alamid will do will jump to the water as well.
Okay, towards where Alona was.
Yes.
I'm a water genasi. I can take
But Alamid doesn't know that.
He doesn't know that from my appearance. I have blue skin, man. Alright, go. Do your thing.
Okay, so right. Okay, I'm gonna first make an athletics check, Alamid, and then a perception. Alona.
Yeah.
Okay, you break the surface of the water
Mm-hmm.
about. Thankfully, the current kind of nudged the burlap sack towards your direction.
Uh-huh.
You're now currently 60 feet away from the boat
Okay.
when you surface.
Okay. Oh, did I see Alamid on my way up?
Sure, you. Mamaya pa darating. Ayun na.
Lord. Whoa.
Oh, so 26. All right. Yeah, sure. With that,
My
roll,
goodness, what's
you-
happening to this system?
you make it far enough to see that Alona is actually on her way up, dragging this burlap sack with her.
I'm motioning for him to.
So you break the surface of the water. The burlap sack's not moving though.
Okay.
And you can see the fisherman is just kind of looking at you
With what?
with an empty expression.
Mm-hmm.
Can I open the sack? And take a peek what's inside?
There's an unconscious girl inside.
What?
What?
This girl? Is she breathing?
So back to the water house.
A baby?
A girl of
Yes.
she is young. She's not a like a. She might be around 10 years old.
Would I know if she's alive?
Is
Make
she
a
breathing?
medicine check.
Holy shit.
Medicine. Oh no.
This girl has alabaster white skin and raven black hair.
Oh,
Well, ano yung naroon mo athletics kanina?
kanina ako? 22.
Yep, okay. She is.
Alive.
She's alive.
I immediately cast Cure. Well, Cure Wounds. Well, wala siyang wounds. Pero, like, the same effect, right?
You can
Kitty word.
you can easily get her to the shore and kind of
Okay.
perform like
CPR.
CPR or with sige, make a medicine check for the
Again?
CPR. You can guidance yourself.
I can guidance myself. Okay.
Yeah, Lamid, what are you doing?
Damn it.
Natural one.
Oh no.
I'm swimming going to the shore.
Oh no.
You do kind of CPR on her, but you kind of end up. She gains consciousness, but she's choking on something. She kind of looks at you wide-eyed.
I sit her up and then I do what anong tawag mo doon?
Yung Heimlich maneuver.
Yung ganun.
Yeah, Heimlich maneuver.
Yeah.
Make another medicine check.
No.
You can have my 15. May portent ako 50. Rolled na.
You're not there.
Kaya nakikita mo yun.
Not better. Never mind.
Ayan.
You're not there, yeah. You
23.
notice na you the way you perform CPR, parang yung tongue niya was stuck in your throat.
Okay, so I
You kind of okay.
I fish it out.
You're the natural one. Okay, so you kind of
Sorry.
fish it out and she with a panic look at her face, she looks behind you to the still form of the man in the middle of the lake. Who are you? What happened?
Does she look familiar?
No.
Okay.
She has a lot of white skin, raven black hair. She says, please, thank you for saving me. Can you, my father will reward you nicely if you can take me to him.
Who's your father?
My father is Lubash.
Who is Lubash?
She is in the camp, just outside of the town.
Oh.
Did we encounter this Lubash before?
You don't think so?
Okay.
Okay. So going back to the other group in the doctor house. All right. So sabi niya, we came across some gossip that the Baron was looking to acquire a relic from the Southern Church to acquire more power. It would be very frustrating to someone who is not supportive. She says, if you're looking for the bones of Saint Andral, the one that's missing, of course I know. I have ways of knowing. No, it's not here.
Inside check.
Same.
Ano ang insight modifier mo?
Inside.
Anong insight modifier ninyo?
+3 ako.
+3.
Ako +4.
Plus
+4.
3. Ay, +6 ako.
Good.
+6. Okay. She Gerard and Lucien, you don't sense like duplicity from her. She seems earnest in wanting to earn your trust as an ally. She says, let me put it this way. Taking that would weaken the church's position in this town, which would weaken one of the the pillars that are the, like would strengthen the position of the bar. I wouldn't do that. My sons, so they are pranksters. They answer to me, and I would know if they would have if they had made such a high profile prank. Why would you? Why would? But I see doubt in your faces. Why would you think it was us? Then tell me, maybe I can help.
Okay, I'll tell her yung mga circumstantial evidences dun sa crime scene that would point to her sons as being the culprits. And I would tell her na looks like somebody might be, trying hard to plant evidence to
Mm-hmm.
point the fingers towards your sons. If you can help us find the relic, then it could help you in clearing their names. I'm
Well,
pretty
first-
sure it will only take some time before the Baron's men figure out the clues that we also found.
Okay. Well, first off, she says, as you can see, and she kind of gestures to the cats that are have now walked into the room. All my cats are white.
Yeah.
As you say, the animal hairs you found were black. Those could not have been from my cats. Secondly, the fishing hook you mentioned. My sons don't play with such. I make sure they have the best equipment. Their fishing implements are all gilded with gold.
Wow.
So, if you're that would, you might want to check on that Bluto person, the one who spends a lot of his time recently trying to catch some fish from the lake. Or maybe it's with the Baron after all. Who knows which lengths that man will go to solidify his power over the town. I'd rather serve Strahd than him.
Oh, okay. Lucian will ask, thank you for the will say pala sorry first thank you for all the information that you have provided us, my lady, and
Wala
if
si Joyce.
if you do not mind, and please permit me this as an old man's ignorance, for we are new to your village, to your town, and we have only and we've only have rumors and what you've heard from the townsfolk. But what how does the Baron rule, and that it has come to this? just makes a parang sweeping gesture, parang as to parang indicate yung current condition ng town. Basically, parang he's asking, parang, paano nagkaganito at how does the Baron rule them?
She says, well, the Baron and his family have ruled this town for generations. And starting from way before this land was conquered by Strahd.
Mm.
So he believes in the notion that if only he could make everyone in this town happy, the town would magically be free of this realm, transported back to its original location in the world. But that's why he goes through to, to such measures, weekly festivals, arresting unhappy people.
Arresting unhappy people.
Yes, for malicious unhappiness. Didn't you see the ones in the stockyard?
Oh, I remember those.
Yeah, so this can only get worse over time. As you know, it's pointless.
Lucian sort of nods and says, one could say that some happiness might be one could say that some happiness might be needed in this world where a person such as Strahd rules, but that might be too much. Lucian says, pero basically he's agreeing with Lady Fiona.
She said, don't you? I'm sure if he just instead of trying to instead of div- if, instead of dedicating these resources into these pointless festivals, if he would just cooperate with the local government, things would be better this time.
And what would the and again pardon my ignorance, my lady, since we are new here, what would this theft of the what would the theft of the remains of Saint Andral mean to the to the rule of the Baron?
I don't
That
really know. She says,
mhm, sorry.
beats me. She says, I just know it was stolen a few nights ago. Maybe he's behind it, maybe he's not. But for sure, it's not here. You're looking at the wrong house.
Can I incite that specific just that specific line?
She's not lying to you.
Okay. I look at the others. And end my gaze at Gerard.
Okay. Well then. Is that all? She says. While you're thinking about that, asan na ba si Joyce? Nawala siya.
And nandito ako pero nawala na ako sa roll 20. Pa-roll na lang.
Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Alright, so the girl introduced herself as Arabelle, and she says her father, Luvash, is camped outside of Vallaki.
Did that fisherman kidnap you? Obviously.
Yeah, he
What
promised-
happened?
He promised to show me how to fish. Next thing I know, he put a sack over my head and dragged me here.
Okay, where's Alamid?
He's with you.
Beside you.
Alamid is beside me na.
Yes.
So I assume you heard what the little girl said.
Yes.
What do you want to do about it?
Do you want to go to the father? To meet the father instead? I mean,
Are we not going to do anything about that potential murderer, kidnapper?
or do you want me to swim back to the boat and kill the
Not-
fisherman?
What? Not kill. I didn't say you need to kill him. Just like find out I don't know, what's happening. He seems spaced out, diba?
Yeah. And he actually seemed drunk.
Drunk?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Hmm.
try not to kill him at the first.
Yeah, I'll
So-
swim back to the boat
Mhm.
and drag the man into the shore.
Nice. Yes.
Sorry, ano yun? You
I will swim back to the boat and then drag the man back to the shore. Parang hilain ko siya papunta sa shore.
Okay. Athletics check for you. Okay. Ako na lang mag-roll. Since we're-
Yeah. Yeah, the 12-20 kind of playing up.
Okay. He manages to slip out of your grasp, so you try again. Yeah, sure, me try again.
Yes, please.
He kind of uses.
Oh, for Pete's sake. Do you need my help?
You see him kind of struggling with the man, trying to wrestle him out of the boat.
My
Really?
goodness.
You're not used to fighting on top of a moving water vehicle.
Do you need my help?
No, I'm good. Let me try one more time.
All right.
Okay.
Pride na to.
Yun. All right. Finally, you kind of you basically just tackle them out of the boat and into the water. And then without attempt check, you manage to drag him out on the shore. What do you do?
I will shake him and ask him, why did you do that? Why did you throw the young
Little girl.
little girl into the lake?
I was making a sacrifice. Maybe the fish will come if I sacrifice the girl
Sacrifice to who?
to the gods of the lake.
Who's the gods of the lake?
I don't know.
Then why are you sacrificing to them? Are you stupid?
And who gave you that idea that you can sacrifice a young girl?
I don't know. You put something in, maybe you get something back.
Oh, you have got to be kidding me. Yung bang burlap sack, I assume yung boat ba, hinila ba ni Alamid pabalik or yung tao, yung ano lang, fisherman lang?
Yung fisherman lang.
Fisherman lang.
Okay. Yo, do you know about any artifact? He's drunk. He probably won't remember it the next day.
And then Alamid look at Alona and ask, so what do you want me to do with this man?
Just hold him down.
Okay.
You get the idea?
Artifact,
Artifact.
church, ring a bell, bones.
Make a Anong
Yes,
insight
please.
modifier niya? I'll roll.
6 plus 6.
Alright, with that roll, with the expression in his face, you gather na he doesn't have an idea what you're talking about.
Okay, wrong guy.
The wrong guy.
Yes, but we still need to bring him in. He tried to kill a little girl.
Okay, so you take him back to the town.
Yes.
But Arabelle says, I can't get, I don't live in the town. My father is camped outside. If you take me to him, he'll give you a reward.
I don't.
He'll give you even bigger reward if you take that guy with you. He starts daggers at him.
Well, I don't want your father to kill him.
You don't know that.
Well, I don't know that. I just assumed.
Because whatever, just take me to my dad. I'm
Why are you
cold.
being so snooty? We just saved your life.
You almost made me choke with my own tongue.
You want me to push you back into the water?
And then Alamid look at Alona. Hey, wait a minute. You just saved her, and then you want to throw her back to the lake?
She's getting on my nerves. Grateful prick.
Ano ginagawa ng ibang group?
Wala. Do you want to join the fun?
Tulala na yung...
She. So God, as you would like to take a party in treats, though, as a craftsman, I would not miss the chance to purchase some trinkets and you could use for your jewelry. Jewelry I do have, but first, if you manage to somehow unseat this baron in this town, and which would put me in a position to assume the town leadership. Of course, I would be very, very grateful.
You can make me the official jeweler of this town.
Yeah. You can be. I can even tell what. I can even put in a word or two with Strahd.
Lucian asks, do you know Strahd personally?
Oh, of course. Everyone knows the Baron can't touch us because we are friends of the Strahd family.
Oh.
Of the Zarovich family, rather. She says of Strahd's family. If only I can become the leader of this town, I can have a better relationship with the ruler of this realm. It will be the townspeople will be better off, way better off.
I see.
So, yep. So you leave the Wachter house.
Yeah. I mean,
As we leave the house, pwede ba akong mag-cast ng spell sa labas ng locate objects? Tapos ang sabihin ko parang dead bones, ancient dead bones.
Oh, okay.
Just outside the house pag hindi na kami nakikita.
Okay. Okay, so sige. Let's do this.
Most likely 1,000 feet would occupy the house. Diba?
Okay. 4. You are here. And then let me just check. This is 1,000 feet. So 1,000 feet, no?
1,000 feet now.
Okay. And then so you are
So, we're back at the church or...
Nasa labas pa lang ng bahay.
Okay.
Trusting the spell.
okay. You cast the spell and it's not inside the house.
Okay.
It's currently
Why am I seeing 2 arrows?
so you're here.
Okay, yan.
Tama ba ang aking metric? Yeah, more or less, yeah. So go ahead and so balik tayo kay na Alona.
Huh?
So sa Bruto the fisherman is pleading with you, please don't take Bruto the Vistani.
Oh,
Don't
you're
curse me.
with the Vistani. Wait,
Please.
what time is it?
It's
How
about
many hours until sunset?
1 hour until sunset. And
1
then-
hour till sunset.
And then two more hours until moonrise.
Moonrise.
I turn to Alamid. I think I have to go back to the church right now. I don't
How
think we
far
have.
is the encampment?
The encampment.
Gaano kalayo? Oo, gaano kalayo yung kung saan yung tatay ng bata?
You're not sure. You've not been there.
Oh my.
Tanong mo dun sa bata.
It's not far. That's what it says.
I don't think we have time to go there and then go back to the church. And I won't be held responsible for anything I do after the moon rises if you don't let me go back to town right now.
So do you want me to go alone and
We can take the kid with us to town. What you gonna do?
how
Fight
about this
us?
how about this fisherman? Do we need to bring him also with us?
Of
Or
course.
do you want me to just tie him into this
No.
tree?
No, we have to take him to the authorities.
Okay then. Let's go back to the church.
Okay. We go back to the church.
Okay. You make it back to the church. About half an hour before sunrise.
Okay.
And so you dun you rin where do you okay.
I just I give instructions to wala pa ba sila? Wala pa sina
Pero on
Lucian?
On the way na rin sila.
Okay.
okay,
Um,
let's say you actually it's the Wachter house is on the way from the lake. So I'll say you can easily spot each other. Let's say you just come together and regroup. And then
Okay.
on the way, are you looking for like guards?
What?
Are you looking for guards or someone to?
Yes.
Sure.
Because we're planning to surrender this fisherman to the authorities, right?
Yes.
Okay. As you're walking along the streets, you notice this parang this figure, this large parang muscular man smoking a pipe, flanked by like meron siyang 6 guards with him. Parang seem to be making the rounds of the town.
Okay.
This man sees you. He's really familiar to you, Alona. This man sees you,
Who is he?
and
Why is he familiar?
he's smoking this pipe, and the pipe is distracting kasi yung smoke that comes out of it is shaped in vaguely like skulls. But the most striking thing about him is his one of his arms is
Uh-huh.
not a human arm. He appears to be human, but one of his arms is kind of instead of a human arm, he has a parang fiendish arm. It's
Okay.
like like his right arm, and it is a massive parang arm of a fiend ending in hideous looking claws.
Okay.
And he's staring at you.
Huh. Does it look like someone? Why does he look familiar? Can I do a like? Do I remember where I've seen him before?
Not really. But as your group moves close, parang magkasalubong kayo eh. And as you move closer to him, his pipe falls out of his mouth and he says, Alona?
Oh!
What?
What?
What? Huh?
Sister, do you come home?
What?
What?
What? Wait, what? What? What's happening?
He called you Alona, sister.
Dun, dun, dun.
Do I have any siblings?
As far as you know, no.
No, none.
As far as you know,
Is he
Oh
a
my
brother
God.
in the faith? Is he a follower of Zabuel?
he doesn't look like it. He looks like
You have a sibling.
I'm so Alona asks. I'm sorry. Who are you?
don't you remember?
Oh.
I'm Ethan. Your
Who?
brother.
It's extraño.
He's extra's name.
He what?
Is extraño.
He
Oh,
says, don't worry, I will protect you and let no harm come to you.
Well, no.
Wha-
It's very good that you've come home.
oh.
What?
Well, no.
I turned to the
Is
group. Wait, kasama ko na ba sila lahat or si Alamid pa lang?
Kasama yun na siya lahat.
Kasama na siya? Oh, kasama na kami. Ah, okay.
I slowly back away.
He says with certain fire in his eyes, nothing will come between us ever again.
Whoa, whoa.
And I start to back away even further.
And that's where we stop, guys.
what?
What? What the heck? Why? Why does this keep happening to me?
Eh kasi ikaw yung nakagat ng werewolf eh.
Ah.
Ito yung, well,
Oh my.
Mini arc?
ito yung mini arc line ni Alona, yung werewolf arc just happened na siya yung nakagat kasi nung nag-fail lang.
Okay. Alright.
So yeah. So wala tayo next week, no? Kasi wala si Joyce.
Wala ako. Sorry. I
Yeah.
am at the writing workshop.
Yeah.
Wow, nice.
We can
Yeah.
Good luck. Good luck.
Thank you. I'm going to Bohol, guys. Bohol.
Nice.
So our next would be on the 8th, right? 8 or 15.
Yeah, on the 8th. hopefully.
On the 8th, yes.
8. What is 8?
Okay.
October 8.
All right.
That's
Okay.
Tuesday.
I hope you had a nice time, right? Kahit walang combat. Kasi last team puro combat eh. Hindi ko nag So, yeah, tune in next week. What happens with Alona's brother?
Brother?
Brother, you have a brother?
So,
I have no idea.
she is and what happens with the werewolf thing, and are you going to be able to find the relic? So let's find out. Thank you
Okay.
guys for playing.
Good
Bye-bye.
night. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.